What's up guys, Sammy here. I'm here with Emil from Scenic Vans. He's the brand ambassador and he's going to be showing us around Scenic Vans facility to show us how these incredible vans are built. Emil, you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, welcome. I'm Emil Jenico, the brand ambassador here at Scenic Vans Rancho Cordova, California. We're a full custom camper van building and rental company.
Do you want to kind of show us around? This is right now, I think we're in the front lobby of Scenic Van. Well, what does the customer experience look like once they walk in? Show us around.
Sure. So basically a customer walks into our facility here. We have this nice big couch here where we have like a build consult where we talk to them about what kind of van they want, what flooring they want. Then we come over here and we have like our nice catalogs and all of our stuff that most of the people can pick through. Our add-ons, our colorways, any sort of different vans. So then we sit down with them and we make an appointment with them about an hour long, and we talk to them just exactly what we talked about. What are they looking for? Are they going to go camping? Are they touring? Where are they going to go with these vans? And then we kind of start the process and then we just kind of go from there.
So basically first you guys figure out exactly how they're planning on using the van, and then based on that we start exploring features and what they're going to be putting inside of the van. And then obviously once all of that is said and done, the customer's ready to go, then the van actually starts getting built. So let's go see how they're.
That's correct. Let's go to the factory.
All right, guys, we're about to step into the factory tour for Scenic Vans. We're going to be seeing how these are built from start to finish. You can see around us is this incredible wall. On the side, we got national parks. It looks like pretty much all of them listed out. And on this side, we got all the beautiful destinations that people love to visit. Really cool stuff you guys have going on there. I'm excited to see what's behind this.
And just another little story about these things. We've actually been to all these parks that customers or owners or renters have been. So these aren't just things we put up. We've been to every single one of these locations. So it's really a great history here.
Awesome.
All right, let's go into the factory. Here we go. So as you can see, this is our build factory here. And we do as many as 8 vans at a time. So we have a lot of different options here. You'll see vans of different color, of different wheelbase sizes, of different all-wheel drives, regular 4-wheel, 2-wheel drives.
Yeah.
Right now we're building 8 different vans at one time. A van takes anywhere from 2 to 3 months to build.
Do the custom vans take longer versus the spec vans, or is it pretty much the same time?
It's almost the same time. We extend by about 2 weeks, just like if a customer chooses a custom paint that we have to order, or if they have to choose a custom wood or a custom anything like that's super custom like that. But if they choose one of our floor plans or something that we already offer or work with them with that, then they pretty much take about the same time.
Okay, incredible. And so you guys build an all chassis, Sprinter, Dodge, Ford, on assuming for that team, pretty much all of them back.
Yes, we do. We really concentrate on the Mercedes Sprinters.
Okay.
It's just it's a product that we really like, and we have a couple of dealership connections here in Northern California, so it's a little easier. But we do the ProMasters and we do the Ford Transits as well. But most of our customers really like the Mercedes Sprinters, so those are the ones that we build, I'd say like the most of.
Yeah. So you guys can basically build any of them, but it sounds like you have a preference for the Sprinter specifically.
And well, that's the customers too.
Yeah.
The customers, I'd say 80%, 90% of the customers choose a Mercedes Sprinter. And, to get into the logistics of it, we are not an auto shop. We don't work on the motors or anything like that. We do all the builds, but Mercedes has a great motor that lasts 400,000 miles. And so a lot of customers will choose those over a different brand just because of the quality.
Awesome. Cool. Well, let's step into the tour. Let's see what you guys got going on.
All right, Sammy, here we are in one of our kind of empty vans. What we've done here is we just put in, starting the floor, starting the walls and the ceiling. You see it's really empty. So the customer has chosen the walls, the ceiling. We put in all this really nice insulation.
So this is really step one, right? Like the Sprinter van, whether it's a Ford or a Dodge that comes in, you guys kind of do the shell work essentially on it.
That's correct.
So does the customer source the chassis themselves, or do you guys help do that?
Well, we have 2 different ones. We have spec vans where we build it. We buy the product, we buy the van from a dealership, we build it out, and then a customer comes in and buys a completed van. Then a custom van is like a customer, we either help them buy the van or they have already bought the van. They come in, we choose a floor plan with them. They choose all their add-ons, then we build it for them. Okay, custom. So we have two different options.
And so then I assume you guys probably also do like used chassis and new chassis depending on what the customer's budget is.
That's correct. But we do like everything's really new. It's only 3 to less than 3 years old.
Because you don't want to go so old if you're putting this.
That's correct. And we do really low mileage. That's a really important part with these Sprinter vans. Less than let's say 5,000 miles for the really beginner vans like that. Because once you put a lot of the money into this, it's a big purchase for these people. And they want, you want your shell and all your really nice customization to be as brand new as the actual motor and everything of the van.
100%. So do you guys also help source the used vans if a customer wants a used van?
Absolutely. We have a lot of connections all over the United States, from Texas to Georgia to right here in Northern California. And our sourcing partners also we have dealerships here. We use a couple right here, and we have some great deals. We save a lot of money for customers to be able to get a really nice deal, because a lot of these companies will sell a van that maybe has a blemish, maybe hasn't been sold, maybe is a different color than they wanted. So, we can offer some really great deals for customers.
Okay, cool. And do you know which kind of model is being built into this? Is it a spec van? Is it a custom van?
This one right here, I believe, is a custom van. As you see, you have bamboo walls, which we source. And we do several different types of walls, shiplap or bamboo, for a different feel, whatever the customer kind of likes. But we start with the walls. Actually, the first start is the electrical, which you don't see. Then they build the floor, the ceiling, put up the walls, and then we start putting in the furniture and the floor plan that we talked about.
And so you guys do both spec vans and custom vans?
That's correct.
And so does the customer get to choose which one they want to go with?
I mean, there's some wiggle room there for sure, and if we have several vans that are already done, customer comes in and we'll put them up online, or a customer will walk in and say, hey, here's one that's going to be done in 2 weeks, or here's a completed one right now, ready for sale. Or a customer's has an idea of what they want to do, as we talked about before, if they're camping, if they're road tripping, if they're going to a cold or hot location somewhere. So we kind of work with them to make a little bit different floor plan to make it the best for them, because we want the customer to be happy with their van.
Awesome. Cool. So it looks like we got the flooring in, we got the walls, we got the insulation, we got the electrical wire behind that. What's the next step?
All right, so let's come back over here to one of these vans right here. So you see, it looks like a mess, but it's a beautiful mess here, all right? So right here we have our hot water system, all right? And every van is different. We customize each different one. They built in a big shower. They're putting in a big shower. So then we start putting in our electrical system, and lithium batteries are what we use. And we have really amazing products. I mean, a lot of our rental customers and customers, what if we run out of power? We haven't had one customer yet come in and say we've ran out of power, because the batteries charge as you drive, or we have solar on them as well on the roof. So it's constantly charging. And the technology, Sammy, of lithium batteries in the past few years have really elevated, all right? They used to be really expensive for one little battery. Now you can get a much bigger battery for a third of the price, and it lasts 10 times as long.
Yeah.
All of the insulation, the wiring goes in, the lighting, everything. And then, so this is kind of the third step.
Yeah.
Right. The first one is the wiring, the floor, the ceilings, and insulation. Now we're starting to build the floor plan that you saw in the design center earlier. And we kind of go piece by piece and then build the van all the way to completion.
Awesome. So it looks like you put the systems in here, from the water system to the electrical system, and then you start building the actual floor plan of the van.
That's correct.
Everything that's essentially going to turn it into a home. That's right. And so some of you might be wondering, okay, what are the specs on this? What type of batteries are being used? For all of that detailed information, you could check the link in the description, because like he said, every single van is so different. It honestly depends on your needs and wants. So it doesn't make sense for us to go into super specific details, but you can check out the link in the description to find out more details on the spec.
Absolutely. Cool. All right, so let's go to the next one. All right, Sammy, so now we're into step 4 or 5 of the vans. We're in the side door, a little different shot, and you can see this is going to be a custom van here. We're starting to build the galley on this side. Has a little bit different water tank. The battery's a little different. little different ceilings. See these really cool lights that were coming in. And so as the van progresses, we build more things to the floor plan that we talked about earlier in the build, and then we can switch them around too. Some customers like the galley on this side, some like on this side. We can customize that to any of their wants or any of the floor plans that we talked about before.
No, that's really cool. And then obviously you guys have some very beautiful vans. You guys will get to see some of that. But customers get to decide the colors of like the walls and the paint and all of that.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. We have a whole add-on catalog, which, you know, they can decide on a custom paint if they want just, you know, no paint at all, if they want a different feeling. Each customer is different, and so some want kind of more a painted like a house type feel, and then some customers want more of like a camper type feel. So it's really up to you, you know. And I said before, and I'll say it again, whatever the customer thinks of, we can kind of go to them and coordinate with them and to make them happy. And we really want to you know, make their camper van dreams come true.
So I guess what type of material are you guys using for the wood?
Well, we have different types. We have bamboo, we have birch, and also that's the two main ones that we use. Quality woods, we source them from really sustainable places and make them, you know, our wood shop will get a shot of that in a few minutes. We'll cut them, sand them, groove them, however they fit. And all the woods and all the parts that we use, Sammy, here are really top notch. We don't skimp on anything. We don't use anything cheap. We use all the best stuff, you know? When you use quality products, the van is going to last longer. Of course, the price is going to go up, but it's just buying like anything in the world. When you buy a quality product, you know, it's going to last longer and be more durable.
You get what you pay for, and then obviously it helps the resale value as well. In the future, you use it to sell the van. So what type of insulation are you guys using?
It's called kill mat. And see, when these vans come first, it's just metal. Yeah. So when you drive it without things, that we've driven a couple, and it's really loud. It's like blah, 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 blah. Okay. So before any of the ceiling or any of the walls go in, we stuff the insulation behind these walls all in here. So when it's all done, it's fully insulated for cold and heat and for sound. Okay. And that's the big thing, especially when you're driving over bumps, or, you know, a lot of the customers take their vans off-road, you know, and like kind of off-grid, we call it.
Yeah.
And so when you're driving on these rough roads, you don't want the squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. You don't want these like kind of things. So we really, you know, that's a big part of our build process too, is making sure these vans are really solid, insulated, you know, make them fully comfortable for the guests.
Awesome. And so I guess let's walk over to the next step. Sure. And as we kind of do that, I'd love to learn more about your team, right? Like, how many people are on your team right now?
I think we have around 35 employees, and we have full-time shop employees that do all the builds. Then we have administration up front, and then people like myself and Sierra, our media person, and then also our rental fleet as well. So we have customer service, because we have 6 or 7 vans that are in our rental fleets, and customers can try before they buy. A lot of customers like to rent the van for a weekend or a week or wherever they go. Wow, we really enjoyed it. Now we want to buy a van. That's kind of a mode that we work on. And a lot of companies, they won't let you do that. You know, you have to buy the van or the RV straight away without being able to try it. So we offer that, and we offer unlimited mileage. We clean the van for you, everything. So it's a really good program.
It's probably a really good way for you guys to also learn what is and isn't working from the feedback.
Absolutely.
From the rent.
Yeah, for sure. Because some renters, like we talked about, they go to, you know, a cold location. Some renters go to a hot location. What do they like? Do they like a bigger galley? Do they like a bigger lavatory? Do they like a bigger shower? Each customer is going to be different, Sammy, but what pulls them all together is what we call van life. Everybody likes to be able to travel in these vans, and our vans, even the long wheelbase ones, they can fit in normal parking spots. They can go anywhere. They can, you know, easily maneuver in cities and all of that. Whereas if you rent a big RV, you have to go in an RV park. You have to, you know, go in a bigger spot. You don't have as many options as you do with these vans.
Awesome. No, that's incredible. And how long have you guys been in business so far?
We've been in business about 3 years now, and so we're really growing rapidly, as you can see. You know, our rental business, we're rented every weekend, every week. Our rentals are, you know, going that, and then the spec vans and the custom vans that we talked about, you know, take 2 to 3 months to build. So a customer will get on the the docket is what we call it, and the build, and then we just move them forward. And as soon as their van is done, boom, we buy another one and we put another one in place, and the next one and the next one, and so on. And we've built close to 60 vans now. So, and they all have really cool names and numbers, and we kind of, make it fun for the customer too, as well as our crew. Our crew takes great pride in these vans, Sammy, and it's important. You want to be, you want to have a valuable product and give these customers what you want, but you want to have your employees take pride in their work and do a good job for all these customers.
Absolutely. Awesome. Let's move on to the next step.
All right. All right, this is our wood shop here, and we are fully contained here, Sammy. All the stuff that we use, the bamboo, the furch, the cabinetry, the galleys, the showers, everything that we build, we make right here. All right. Some of the products we source, obviously, because, you have to buy them from other places. But all of our crew and our technicians, they're all fully trained. And we haven't mentioned this yet, we have an academy here too, where we hire workers that come in, they learn how to do this, and they can either stay with us or move on to a different company and work with a different company building vans. And it's a really great program. It really excels. Man, we're one of the only companies to do that, to help these young workers kind of come up through the ranks, because getting a job at a new place like that is sometimes difficult. And you have to be trained on all this because of the electrical, the carpentry, the water, the plumbing, all of that. Right here, these will be going in one of the vans right away, and the cabinets and the galley work, it goes fast. These guys can do stuff in a matter of a week to 2 weeks, and then we kind of take these pieces and put them into the vans.
Awesome. So what kind of warranty do you guys offer for customers once they actually purchase?
Well, we don't do any of warranties with the actual motor or the van. That's through where you buy it from, like dealership. Like, let's say you buy it at a Mercedes, that's your warranty. But I believe it's 1 year, right? It's a 1 year warranty. If your table breaks, if this breaks, if the paint chips, if the plumbing doesn't work, you bring it right back, we fix it, and we are dealing with that a lot of times. A lot of customers, nothing is perfect in this world, and a lot of customers, sometimes they'll go off-road, hit a big bump, something happens, but our turnaround time on that is like 1 to 3 days. Let's say you popped a tube or a little, a hose or something like that, or a paint chip. They come in, boom, we fix it for them. We give them the part, we make it happen right away. Okay. Like I said, our team is really good at all of that. Plus, we have another little division within our thing that just deals with the warranty and the remodels. So those repairs go really fast.
Really cool. So we got the woodwork being done over here, and then let's jump into the next step.
All right. So then we're gonna look kind of at this van is in. This van again is a repair. Okay, so this van was a completed van. So they came back in, we had a little electrical problem. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but they came in, and so what we do is we kind of tear the stuff out, find the problem, identify it, then we fix it. So these guys are in the middle of fixing that. So this van was used for 6 months or something like that. They had a little issue, they come back in. I think this is day 4 or 5 of fixing it. So
this was all covered under warranty?
Correct, absolutely. And they come back in.
Within 4 or 5 days of them bringing the van, you guys are already
Some things take 1 day.
Yeah.
It really depends. Electrical system, when you got to kind of pull stuff out, or plumbing takes a little bit longer because you have to go behind the walls and stuff. But if it's a small problem where you can get to it easy, some problems we can solve within 1 day. So it's really fast.
as long as you're nearby, it's way better than the dealership, right? Because oftentimes dealerships have month-long wait time.
At least.
Even get to your van to service it.
Right, yeah. We take that right away. And that's what's really great about us. We have a division within us that can just do the warranty stuff, so they concentrate on that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
And so I guess what's the story of Scenic Vans? How did this company get started?
Well, we'll have to talk to Kevin and Emily a little bit more about that. You can do a little bit more interview with that. But it's essentially a husband and wife team that bought a van, and they lived in the van for a year. And then they toured around America and came back and said, let's start a van rental company. And then the rental turned into a build company, and then kind of here we are. But you can have an interview with them and talk to them about more.
Yeah, I'll go much deeper with them.
There, absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for showing us around. Is there
Thank you so much, Sammy. Let's one more thing. Let's just check out these guys. Let's just kind of film these guys over here. So what we got is these guys are just working right here. They're sanding right now on some of the cabinet faces or some of the wall faces. And this is also our paint shop. So all the custom stuff that we do, Sammy, any custom paint, any custom woodwork, all these guys can do. And our technicians are really, really good. They can do anything, like I said, that you guys or a customer can think of, we can pretty much do. So it's really great to have it all in-house. You see these guys working on the stuff, working for a van that's going to be completed here in the next couple of weeks. So we're fully in-house with our cheering and our paint shop, and a lot of places don't have that, especially a dealership. They'll part it out to another, subcontractor to do that, to make that. But when we have everything in-house, it makes the process faster and it makes it a better quality as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sam. I appreciate it. Come visit us at Scenic Vans here in Rancho Cordova, and check out our website too at scenicvans.com.
Before you spend another dollar on a van or another minute researching, you need to know this. What I'm about to share could save your van life dreams. There's just one hidden truth that decides if you'll get your dream van, or one that'll leave you stuck in service centers instead of national parks. But most people miss it completely, like Kristen, who thought that spending more money would mean better quality and experience. You'd think that you get what you pay for, right? Not always. Her new $190,000 van from a professional builder had things falling apart right after pickup. So many problems with the build that she ended up selling it, completely ruining her summer trip. Melissa and David thought doing more research would help them find the best quality van manufacturer and dealership. But even after spending 2,000 hours researching, their electrical system started smoking, ruining their first trip. Because here's the secret most don't know. Out of the 550 plus van builders and manufacturers in America, only 65 are certified. But when you know this secret and choose a certified builder, you get what you've worked hard for. The freedom to explore America's most beautiful places whenever you want, without unnecessary stress or breakdown stealing your precious adventure time. At the Dream Van Workshop, I'm covering exactly how to find these certified builders, plus revealing my step-by-step Dream Van plan and Vanalizer tool that matches you with your perfect van. Click the button below to claim your free ticket so you can avoid the costly van buying mistakes that so many make.